So today we are here going to be converting this stove to run on propane, and you can see that there's orifices in there that are set up for natural gas, and we're going to be using this conversion kit to run it on propane. Normally this kit comes with like the new appliance. They're normally like taped on the back or they're in the packaging somewhere, so you're just going to want to make sure you keep that kit if it comes with the if the appliance comes with it. So you're going to want to take this off and all these covers off and just pull the stove back a little bit, and we're going to make sure it's unplugged and the gas is off, so we'll do that now. Just turn the gas off and unplug it. Alright, so going on this. So this is our packet it comes with. And just open this up. Pretty straightforward. So it kind of gives you the configuration of where it should go on the stove of each one. And we'll open this up. Alright, so now we'll just use this 7mm bit and we'll start taking the natural gas ones out. And sometimes it gets stuck like that, so if that's your case, I like to use these rubber gloves just to get to hold on to it a little bit better, so that it doesn't fall down there and it kind of sticks to the glove. And you can do the same thing for putting them in, because you don't want it to drop down there, the orifice to drop down there, and then you have to take the whole stove apart. So it's good just to go slow. Sometimes they stick like that, so you can use different methods getting these things in and out. That's good. Just put these ones in at the configuration that they gave to us. I like working from the top down, because we'll also have to do the broiler part up here and the oven part down in here, and we'll have to take all this stuff off. But I like working from top to bottom, because sometimes you'll drop these orifices inside and they'll roll down on the side of the stove, and you can find them sometimes. want to make sure these are snug. Not so tight, but not too loose either. Brass is so easy to strip. It's just a soft metal, and it's really easy to mess these up. So just take your time with it. Don't be in a rush. Okay, so now we have all the top orifices in for propane, and now we'll start working on the broiler and the oven part. I'll just put these back in the case in case they want to use these again. Alright, and then there's these two brass pieces. One's for the broiler and one's for the oven part. So we'll put these ones in next. And let's just put our stuff back on. Okay. And I like to take this door off just so I have more room to work with. And you can do that by like lifting these little tabs up here. That'll unlock the door, and you can just move this whole door out of the way for you. That way you can get in there and work easier. You just lift those tabs up and then just lift it up out of here like so, and I'll just put this off to the side here. And that's out of our way. Now we can work in here a lot better. We'll have more room without that door being in our way. Alright, I'll take these out. You'll see that there's this part right here we'll have to get to. So we'll just take some screws off right here and right up here, and we'll get to that, be able to get to that part right there. Alright, so now we're gonna start taking these screws off. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll just like leave it up in here so you can see like what I'm doing. I'm just gonna take this one off. This whole thing will just pull out, and you can just kind of let it rest there gently, and we'll take this piece off. Alright, so now we'll have this piece going in, and we'll use this 13mm wrench, and we'll loosen this part right here. So I'll get this off. Just unscrew. This one. Just unscrew. And you can tell if they're set up for natural gas because they'll have a bigger orifice hole. Natural gas has a bigger hole than propane. Propane has a smaller orifice hole. So we'll just put the propane in for this one since it's being run off of propane fuel. Just screw this back on. Just there's this little shutter here too that adjusts the airflow, and you can adjust that too. Just line everything back up, put our screws back in. Screw in. Set screw. I can get it in. There it is. Let's see. This one in, nice and tight. That one back in there, nice and tight. And we have our orifice changed. And that's how you do the broiler portion of it. To get in there, we'll need to take these screws off back here. This lifts up. Just put this out of the way for a few minutes. And then we can get in here and take these little set screws off as well. Slips out. Okay. And then we'll take a little screw in here. Undo. Loosen that one up. And this is the burner tube right here. This is where the flame comes out. This one. Okay, so now that's loose, and then we're gonna pull open this drawer. It should just come right out. Alright. That aside. And then if you look under here, you'll see that's what we'll take off right there. And just put this to the side right up here. Just put it to the side. It stays out of our way. And then we can get to that portion of the orifice right here. And we'll take that off right now. And we'll use it right in this one right here. It's I think it's a 3/8. Yeah. So then we'll get back in here. Sometimes you have to get on your belly for these ones. And you can see. Just put it right there. Take it off. Just spins off. And there's that. We'll put the we'll put the propane one in now. Just spins on. Nice and tight. Not too tight. There we go. So that's that. And that's how we put the orifices in. And now we'll just need to switch this regulator. There's this regulator back here that we'll have to just flip to control the pressure coming out of there for propane. Alright, I'm gonna just get it with some channel locks. And it's just really this. So then we'll take it, spin this out. And then once you have it out, you can see this was the natural gas side, and so we're just going to flip this regulator. It just comes off like that. This will be the part pushing down on the regulator now. And we'll just put this little tab back on like this. And so now we have it set up for propane. There's little arrows on here too that say LP this way put in. And then there's some that will say natural gas. I don't know if you could see it on the thing, but there's little engravings here on the brass that tell you which way to put the little pin here. Alright, so now we got that. We'll put it back in. Okay, now we'll put it back in. And there's a little spring here. And this will just be pushing on the regulator to allow the proper amount of pressure going into the stove. Oh, if I can get it in. It should just screw in. There we go. So now it just screws in. Just give it a little tightening, not much, doesn't need a lot, just, it's fine if it's finger tight. Just give it like a little cinch of a twist. And that's good. Alright, so now we got our regulator flipped, our orifices in, and we can put the burner tube back in place. Slide it up over here, drop it over it. And then we'll put these screws back in place right here, line it up, and it should be ready to turn on and everything. So we'll just get this lined up. So we'll get that one lined up. This set screw in here. back in. Screw this down. Just put those screws back in place back here. Everything's put back together. Now I just need to put the door on, put the drawer in, we'll be good to go. Then we'll get our door. It should just drop in. Same way. Down, and then you can lock these tabs back into place. And it should just open and close like freely like that. Then we can come back here, plug it in again, plug it in, and turn on the gas. And we should be able to turn. And that is how you convert a stove to run on propane. I don't think there's any power going to the stove, so I'm just gonna test it and see. And that's what it should look like. Nice blue flame. And when you do the bake part of this oven, you're gonna, if it's a new stove, you're gonna wanna let it cure for like 30-40 minutes. You'll notice some like factory oils being burnt off. And you wanna just like burn those oils off before you throw a meal in there. And we'll test the broiler next when they have power. But this looks good. So this is how it's supposed to look. Not like an orange flame, but a nice blue flame like that. If you have the orange flames coming out of here, then it's not converted properly. And you can have like the carbon buildup on your pots and pans and have like burn marks on there. And that's how you convert a stove to run on propane. Thanks for watching.